Off of play action. Here's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On On third down, they run with Madison. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, Thompson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Smith now to throw. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Third down, here's Geis. He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
Go, go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if all these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find it?
And that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check 26. You draw Parker. Check 99. Hey, Orbit. 57's mine. Come on, D. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Chopper! Crunch! Hey, alert 3, alert 3! Hey, Echo!
Smith on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Smith hands off to Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's caught. Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his first touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check Greystone. Travel. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, hold on. Right there. 56. Focus, defense, focus.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down Vikings. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Smith. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Now a run with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.